Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time, especially on a Monday afternoon, and it's Christmas week here, holiday season month. We got Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's all wrapped up in one, and I know everyone is busy running around. So my goal was to make the last training of the year one of the most valuable, especially in the annuity space. And before, I know we have a lot of life agents on, before you start thinking, oh my gosh, I really don't know too much about annuities. I don't know where to begin, but I would love to sell them. Well, this training is for you, okay? And this training is also for the veteran type annuity agent that thinks maybe they know it all or they know 99% of it, because you're also going to learn a little something about the hottest products, strategies. I'm going to go over some LIMRA statistics that are literally just in. So some great stuff for everyone. And in getting back to, let's say, the typical life agent that maybe sells an annuity every now and then, or maybe never sold an annuity, okay, we are here to help you. Okay, we have these turnkey sales platforms. We have co-branded marketing material. We have lead programs that we're going to discuss. We have a CRM tool that was built just for an annuity agent or for the life agent that wants to expand for 2022. Okay, so again, a little bit for everyone. And my goal, I met with our annuity consultant, Chris and Ashley and Andrew, before we started, and we said, I don't care what happens today, but these agents must walk away with nuggets so you can start to use these products or strategies, right, literally this afternoon. And I know everybody's busy right now as far as prospects go, and you want to set up your strategy for the new year. That's fine too, but please write down these notes, and I call them anchors. I don't want you to forget come January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and it's the beginning of the new year. And, I want to make sure that you all have your foot on the gas and you're learning and expanding and obviously supplementing your income and having a great year for next year. So very important stuff here. Create these anchors. Use the question box. Okay, we have the Q&A little pane you can expand. That's part of your GoToMeeting, GoToWebinar software. So make sure you know where it is. I'll give you a second to find it. You also want to make sure you know where it is, because at the end today we're giving away your choice. You ready for this? Apple iWatch, or I have the new Apple AirBud Pros that are just out. Okay, so you get to pick. And I'm also going to throw in a Fire Amazon HD 8. Okay, so you pick either one. You get the Apple Watch or the Apple AirBud Pros. Plus, I'm throwing in the Amazon Fire 8. So you got a nice little package here worth just under $1,000. So I'm going to announce the name as soon as we wrap up, but you have to answer my question first and correctly, and I'm going to tell you who won and who was the question of the day winner. I'm going to do that at the end. I'll also announce your name on our Facebook page, so make sure you're following, okay? By the way, if you leave a comment or review or testimonial on the Levinson Facebook page, I'll send you the IUL prospecting book on us, okay? So now, you obviously, to win all of this stuff, you have to be an active agent with us. What does active mean? It means that you're up and running with at least one Levinson company, okay? I don't think that's asking for too much, so please, okay? Very important stuff. Okay, let's move forward here. So what we did today, it's a little different, unique. We bring in a annuity third-party expert, okay? I call him a guru, Chris. And what's neat and interesting about Chris is he's not tied to one company. Okay, we all love these carrier VPs, but they're always pushing their products, and that's what they get paid to do. So I understand it, I get it, and yes, we all learn something, but it's nice to hear from a third party who's watching the entire industry, right? Because they're going to tell us, right, all of the black and white, the proof in the pudding. So I love to get his take. We bring him on about once a quarter. He was also on our podcast, and we did probably about over 10 to 15 trainings already in the past. If you want to go back over your Christmas break and check those out. But we put some great training material together just for our agents. And again, life or annuity, it doesn't really matter. I feel like if you're successful in the life space, okay, you're going to come across the prospect if you just ask the question about annuities, about indexed annuities, investment products. Okay, it's going to come up, and I want to make sure that you get the sale. These commissions are huge, and underwriting is basically non-existent. Okay, as long as the suitability is there, financials, you're done. Some of these are turned around in a couple days. Okay, so that means you get paid quick. Turnaround time is, in fact, it's funny. We have a lot of annuity only agents, and they say to me, they're like, Bill, we don't even want to sell life because it takes so long and the underwriting and this and that. So my point is, talking to your life agents, you got to try this side out. And between Ashley and Josh, we even have a third annuity VP we just brought on. We have you covered, okay? And they're there to hold your hand every step of the way, even if you barely know how to spell the word annuity. Okay, we're here to help you. Okay, before we jump into the next slide, I just want to talk about this LIMRA statistic just in. Now, this is unbelievable. Secure Retirement Institute's second quarter 2021 reports U.S. annuity sales jump nearly 40%, marking the highest sales in more than a decade. Okay, that was this year. So, I mean, talking about the proof in the pudding, I mean, come on. There's the rates right now are great. Products are competitive. Commissions, bonuses are sky high. So it's a great, great time, and you need to bring this up. What makes me sick to my stomach is when a life agent says to me, oh, yeah, I did have a client once, and I referred the business to an annuity-focused agent. Okay, and then they got a $100 referral fee or a gift card at Chili's. Okay, I mean, that's absurd. Now, okay, with the help of our staff, pick up the phone. We'll do everything for you except make the sale to the client. Okay, literally. Okay, we'll do everything for you. We have 3 full-time VPs now that are here to help you. Okay, just on the front end. So anyway, it's never been a better and easier time for the Levinson agents to make some annuity sales. All right, moving forward here, this is a cute little holiday gift guide that I put together with the help of our marketing team. And the point with this is you all, life or annuity, you should be marketing right now to your prospects. Okay, I know everyone's busy, but there's a little reply button, right, that your prospect can click to hear more and set up an appointment for early January. Okay, and most of these are free. So I'm just going to talk about this quickly on the left side. And again, this is about gift giving from you, the local hotshot life and annuity agent, to your prospects and networking group and friends and family. Okay, you don't have to worry about being the pushy salesman or saleswoman at the Christmas or Hanukkah dinner table, right? You can send these by email. I should say, and post them on all of your social media pages. So left side is the free Sage Scholarship gift card, $500 to any of our 440 colleges in the country. Just over from that is the IUL prospecting book. And again, leave a comment on our Facebook page and it's yours for free. Or we have agents that order these in bulk and hand them out. And this literally tees up the IUL sale for you. Okay, I'm not even joking, by the way. And if you read the book, you'll agree with me. Let's move over one more time. We have the Gerber Grow Up Plan starting at just $6 a month. If you're working the senior market, okay, think about this for a minute. What grandparent is going to say no to a grandchild for $6 a month, okay, for a whole life product for them that builds cash, right? And 1 year free scholarship worth about $40,000 for $6 a month, okay? No parent or grandparent is going to say no to that. Let's move over one more level all the way to the right. The $99 legacy plan is another great option. $99 builds a ton of cash and the free scholarship included in that bundle. That's a nice little retirement package, you can call it, or if you want to look at paying for a 4-year tuition for any child or grandchild, it's huge. Okay. And by the way, if I show you an illustration, in fact, Andrew, let's include an illustration for the legacy plan in today's thank you email that will go out to everyone, by the way. Okay, bottom left corner is Mary Reid Distribution Solutions book. It's the same concept as the IUL prospecting book, but it's built more on using a whole life or an IUL with living benefits for tax saving strategies, retirement planning, and what's great, if you tee up a phone call or the meeting, Mary will jump in and literally sell everything for you. She'll do all of the heavy lifting. Okay, and she's our keynote speaker at the Levinson Expo 2022. So that's another great concept called Distribution Solutions by Mary Reid. Legacy Safeguard, another big one. I love this because two reasons. Number one, senior market, final expense. This is a turnkey kit that it's think of like a physical kit, right? You can give this to every prospect. When you bring up final expense, it has an 800 phone number, all of the last wishes and planning that go into a final expense sale, and it's free for all of your clients. Okay, so, and prospects. If you're set up with us, we can send these out to you. There's a digital version, and there's a physical kit as well. Legacy Armor, think old school Bank of America, safe deposit box. You walk in, right? You got to have your key and ID and everything else from 1987. This is the same thing, but 2022. It's an online secure vault for all of your prospects and clients. You can give this out for free if you're in the VIP plan. So it's so cool because your client, or say insured, it doesn't matter, annuitant, they keep all of their personal information, policy information, copy of their policy, pictures from last Christmas and Hanukkah, New Year's, and pictures of the grandkids, all of their passwords, everything in this online secure vault. And when they pass, okay, this is amazing. Even if they move to Switzerland, right, and nobody knew Aunt Betty moved to Switzerland, Aunt Betty passes, all of her beneficiaries that are noted, prior, are notified with a ping that says, I'm sorry, Aunt Betty passed. Here's full access to her secure vault. And then, boom, you have everything at your fingertips. No more guessing to see if Aunt Betty had a life insurance policy or not, or an annuity, and what company is it with, and what's the password to the safe deposit box that is at Bank of America, whatever the case is. So everything's at your fingertips. These are great gifts to give out, especially during holiday time. And you can only leverage this by being an active Levinson agent. Okay, let's jump right in here. So what's going on here at the Levinson annuity team? So we have a third VP that just started. He's been in the business for 25 years, so you'll get to talk to him. And then, of course, Josh and Ashley are the staple of the Levinson annuity team. And together, over 40 years of annuity experience in a home office and brokerage, all of the above. And then together with our newest and latest employee, over 60 years of annuity experience. So leverage them. Even if it's your first sale or you're already on number 100 this month, no problem. They will help you. Okay. And together as a team, I feel like we're unbeatable. And I think you'll feel the same when you get done with your first or 100th conversation with Josh, Ashley, and the annuity team. Okay, let's move forward here. So real fast, we want to show you what's new at Levinson, a bunch of new incentives on the left side, middle section. A few new things you should take note of here. First one, Mutual of Omaha resuming LTC sales in Washington as of 12/1. We had a short time there. We had no products available. Moving down, Delaware Life just added to the mix on the annuity side. Not one of our core companies, but we do have them available. Bottom section in the middle, $100,000 virtually guaranteed issue term life plan. That's unheard of, folks. So this is a brand new product that we just launched, and it's basically guaranteed issue. I think there's like 3 questions. So make sure you're up and running with that. And again, to have a virtually guaranteed issue term, unheard of. Guaranteed issue whole life, we have a ton. Guaranteed accident, critical illness, disability, yes. We also have probably 20 to 25 products available. Let's move over to the right side, the Levinson gift guide. I just went over that. Carrie's Corner, volume 16 out now. In fact, you'll see that sent out as an email blast, and we hand pick the top 5 trainings podcasts for the year. It's going to be really, really cool, so keep your eyes peeled for that. This week, it'll give you something to do over the holiday weekend. The new Insure Me Now direct flyer. So there's some really, really great strategies to open doors. Think Amazon, right, for life insurance. So you have your own turnkey platform. We made it bigger and better. We have a few new carriers we're adding now. So think 5 carriers, over 15 products, 100% direct to consumer. Okay, so for those younger millennials, the younger generation, they want to quote, apply on a Saturday night at 2 a.m., right? No problem. You wake up in the morning, boom, you're paid, full renewals, and your agent of record. This is not a referral fee, okay? So again, very important stuff. 441 colleges now available in our scholarship program. By the way, every product sold on Insure Me Now Direct also gets the free scholarship, except for the dental, vision, hearing. Okay? All right, let's move forward here into our feature presentation of the day. We have my friend and our annuity guru, Chris, is hosting today's call. Chris, you there?
I'm here, Bill. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, buddy.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much for having me, as always. Happy holidays to you, Ashley, Andrew, Josh, the whole team over there at Levinson.
Thank you for that, Chris.
Wonderful,
same to you,
guys.
buddy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everyone, thank you so much for having me and jumping on here. Always such a great turnout when I do these presentations for you. And I got to tell you, I kept things pretty similar this time, because the story that we went over last quarter has really been amplified here. And that's something that I want to touch on. I touched a little bit on this volatile marketplace. I touched a lot on inflation. And this time I want to push that message, make sure you're talking to your clients, your prospects about that, and also introduce a very, very valuable new product for you at the same time here. So we're going to be covering quite a bit: the current market, the current annuity market, what we're seeing happening, products and ideas, and then a big sales idea to close things out for you as well. And when we look at this marketplace, folks, you got to agree, we're seeing a lot of volatility. You see it, I see it, your clients and prospects are seeing it. It's something that has everybody on edge, a little bit nervous, especially folks who love those tech stocks, who love investing in those big tech companies. There is a ton of volatility going on right now. Look at the current marketplace. I took this screenshot on Friday so everyone could see that big drop you had in the Dow there, 532 points there by the end of the day. NASDAQ had some big drops throughout the day. Of course, NASDAQ is your tech company sector. And yeah, that's been a very volatile one here in recent weeks. Look what's going on as of right now. And, you know, I thought it was so interesting. This morning, the market was down 650 points. You can see the NASDAQ down over 1.7% there. Really scary stuff, guys, really scary stuff. And you see that big message that they have at the top there in red: stock sell-off and Omicron fears. So again, it almost feels like we're being pulled right back into COVID, right back into that messaging. You know, whatever your thoughts and feelings are on that could have an effect on the way that you do business to start 2022. Something to start thinking about here as you close out this year. But that volatility is real. That volatility is concerning. It could be a time of year when your clients are considering retirement. You know, again, if you're working with millennials, 30, 40-year-olds, you don't really have to worry about this too much. This is an excellent buying opportunity into the marketplace. But for those clients who are 60, who are looking for guarantees, who are looking for less volatility in their money, who don't want to see that nest egg that they've built up over 30 years just disappear on them with decisions made by people higher up than them, this is a concerning time for them right now. And you're seeing those big drops really, really happen. So the current market, I mean, inflation concerns. Yeah, you're seeing the volatility happen in the marketplace. But how about this? This is almost a replica of the slide that I shared last time we did this back in September, but it's even larger. Inflation surged 6.8% in November, fastest rate since 1982. Your dollar, your client's dollar, is worth less today than it's been in years, folks. worth less today than it's been in years. I'll go into that in a minute here about multi-year guarantees versus index annuities, but you need inflation fighting tools, and that's something that annuities can help you out with, absolutely. How bad is inflation? Even millionaires are worried about it. Everyone's worried about it. Inflation has been one of those concerns for folks that really affected people maybe at lower incomes who really felt that big change, right? People at lower incomes feel gas prices changing more so than people at higher incomes, higher net worths. But this is something that's been really concerning, especially when you see almost 7% increases in inflation here and its highest level since 1982. Yeah, millionaires are worried about inflation. Millionaires are worried about government. They're worried about the decisions the government's making, and I point all these things out, folks, because these are conversations you have to be having with your clients. Like Bill said, if you've sold a ton of annuities, you're probably used to having these conversations. But if you're new with annuities, these are simple conversations to help lead to more annuity sales for you. These are things we're all in the same boat with. We're all dealing with inflation. We're all dealing with a volatile market. Let's get into an annuity. Let's talk annuities to help your clients fight these things off and protect their retirement money. Speaking of that, the annuity market is on fire. Bill gave you folks a fantastic statistic earlier, how much annuities are booming right now. Look at this number here from LIMRA, Secure Retirement Institute. Total annuity sales rise 12% in the third quarter. Bill was talking more of a year-to-date number, but that third quarter numbers, those just came out. 12% increase. I wanted to share this slide because I thought this was so interesting as well. Total annuity sales, $62.3 billion in the third quarter, up 12% from third quarter 2020. Let's look at this next line though. I thought this was really interesting in the next paragraph. It says nearly half of all retail annuity sales use non-qualified assets. Non-qualified assets. Folks, remember, that's that after-tax money. Your qualified assets are dollars that are sitting in retirement accounts, 401ks, IRAs, SEP IRAs. But a lot of folks are using non-qualified dollars to buy annuities now. Normally, as it says down here, that number is about 42%. It's jumped up to almost 50% of all retail annuity sales. I find that to be so interesting. I'm going to read this last line here. I know, like a bad professor, I shouldn't be reading the slides to a T, but this line's interesting. We are seeing significant increases in non-qualified sales through all deferred annuity product lines, a key indication that tax deferral is a significant driver of growth in 2021. Folks, that tax deferral benefit that your clients are getting with fixed annuities, it's huge. It's a huge talking point. You've already gotten 3 talking points out of this. You've gotten volatility in the marketplace. Your clients can't handle that if they're looking to retire soon. You have inflation. Their dollar is worth less today than it's been since 1982 in that one slide. There's even statistics to show that it's worth less today than even earlier than that. But that was a great example. And then tax deferral. The client's ability to defer those taxes until later. They can do that with their non-qualified or qualified dollars. And that's become a huge growth driver of annuities here, as you can see from these statistics. So what are we seeing in the annuity market? We touched on it. More non-qualified money sales. It's an exciting thing. Your folks have money sitting in checking accounts. Normally, they wouldn't move a big chunk of that over to annuities. They wanted to keep more liquid. People are looking to move that to annuities now. We're seeing a big push for guarantees as well. When things are volatile, when inflation's high, people want guarantees. And that's what these insurance companies can offer for your clients with fixed annuities. Multi-year guarantees, guaranteed income. Features like that, your clients are looking for them. They may think an annuity is a bad word. If you're a new agent on this call right now, you may know annuity is a bad word. You may know that you bring up the word annuity to somebody, they're going to freak out. They might think, I don't want to talk about annuities, or somebody told me not to ever deal with annuities. Talk to them about the benefits, principal protection, inflation fighting, the ability for tax deferred growth. What can you do that with? A fixed annuity. Folks, short-term MYGAs and FIAs have become very popular. Levinson and Associates, they have a ton of offerings for 5-year fixed index annuities. I've mentioned it in past webinars. If you asked me 5 years ago, we would have had a couple of options for 5-year fixed index annuities. Now they're very, very popular. You're seeing excellent growth in FIA interest credits year over year. We've had some pretty good markets here lately. I mean, it's hard to lose in the marketplace unless you're a very, very bad investor. But it's also difficult to lose with these annuities that are taking outstanding advantage of the growth here in these FIA indexes. So that's really exciting as well. And then I will say product creativity is back, and you're going to see that here in just a moment with this brand new product. But yeah, when you had COVID starting off there in 2020, companies kind of held low. They weren't developing a lot of products. They were kind of keeping what they had, wanted to test things out. Now you're seeing that product creativity come back into the marketplace, and that's a big, big thing. You know, I didn't include it on this slide, but also you have some new rules and regulations coming up here in 2022, like the DOL rule, which really is just going to mean a bit more paperwork for you, possibly disclosing your commissions as well whenever you're making a sale on qualified dollars. So Levinson and Associates, the folks there, Ashley, Josh, they'll know all the answers for you as far as how to handle the DOL as it comes into play February of next year. But again, that only affects qualified money. So I just wanted to bring that up so you folks remember that. That's going to be a big play for you there in 2022. But folks, let's dive into this here, products and ideas to drive your sales. And you know, a lot of IMOs don't do webinars this time of year. They don't do webinars the week of Christmas, certainly. That's where Levinson and Associates are different. That's where they're really going to help you folks out. Even at one of the busiest shopping weeks, one of the slower business weeks of the year, they want to push these ideas. And the neat thing about this coincides with a brand new product that came out just today. And there was a webinar on it this morning. And I'm really excited about it because I did get a few tidbits from that, but I did a webinar on it about a month and a half ago as well. Very excited about this product. I want to talk to you folks about it here in just a moment. Real quick, there are some excellent MYGA rates going on right now. Some excellent MYGA rates here. You have 3% available for 5 years with a couple of carriers as listed below here. 3% available for 5 years. Sagicor Life is an example. Nassau Life is an example. The big thing to know about these two, Sagicor requires at least $100,000 in order to get that 3% rate. Nassau, just a $10,000 minimum premium. You can see the liquidity features there in front of you. You can see the company ratings, that information there. They got a lot of company offerings here at Levinson, but these are a couple of strong ones for a client who just wants to park some money, get better rates than their bank is getting, get 3% or more. There are some product offerings with that. I thought it was exciting. These companies just put these rates out here to start December, and they're already looking very, very good. A lot of sales coming in for these. But I want you to think about something real fast, folks. We look at these rates. A lot of people get excited about 3% for 5 years. But what's that statistic I just shared with you about inflation? Inflation increased almost 7%. If you have that ultra-conservative client and they want a multi-year guarantee or a CD type product, it's an easy conversation to have. Look at a fixed indexed annuity. Take advantage of market gains in a fixed index annuity. Yeah, it's great. 3% guaranteed for 5 years. It really is great. It's a great product to have. But once you show them and have that real educated conversation with them that this is what inflation is doing to your money, it's going at 6.8%, the highest rate in November since 1982. Let's look at a fixed index annuity that can get you even better returns and still protect your money. That's how you can turn that very conservative client. And we'll talk about some of those products here in a minute. I want to take a minute here to talk about Psylac Annuities a little bit. I did, like I said, a webinar with Psylac about a month and a half ago, and then I did another one here just this morning. They have some outstanding things going on right now, folks. I didn't know this, but they're actually the third largest FIA carrier this year so far. They've done $1 billion in the Teton product. They've done $2 billion in the Denali product this year already. I thought that was very impressive. Silac's come on board. They've really come along and they've created just some simple products. You can see some of the details here. 5% premium bonus annuity for a 7-year product, 7% bonus on a 10-year, a 10% premium bonus on a 14-year, 5% annual withdrawals that can accumulate up to 30%. You can even write an FIA up to 90 years old now. That is so special. Up to 90 years old, you can write that 7-year FIA product. And then a no-fee income rider with wellness withdrawals on the Denali series. Just some awesome, simple features that clients really want. I think that's why Silac has taken off. Again, $2 billion has gone into the Denali product this year, $1 billion into the Teton. So they're making very big moves over at Psylac. What's exciting about these folks, they've created a new product that just debuted today, and it's available in 14 states. Florida is one of them. So Bill and I jumped on it because we wanted to make sure you're in front of this brand new product called the Silac Vega. Silac Vega. Folks, this is a product built for income. If you're familiar with the Allowance 222 or the Athene Agility product, this product has some very first-to-market features that are similar to those products, but really take them a step further. Look at some of these features. They have a 7, 10, and 14-year product available, up to a 25% benefit-based bonus for your client. That's a 200% benefit multiplier. So that means if your annuity got a 10% return, that means 20% is going to go to the income base to take an income from for your clients. If you do the non-bonus product, this line right underneath, the Vega 14, it has a 300% benefit multiplier, folks. That has never been done before. I've never seen that. I've seen 150, I've seen 175, I've seen 200. I've never seen 300%. And that is a extremely unique feature. You have an enhanced death benefit, increasing income. That's your inflation fighter. And you have wellness withdrawals for up to 5 years. If your client can't complete 2 out of 6 ADLs, they can double their income. What I like about this product too, it's extremely simple to understand. Even though it's got all these features, this might be confusing. I'm going to show you in just 2 slides how easy it is to understand what this product can do for your clients. I will mention, again, like the Allowance 222, like the Athene Agility, it's got a 10-year waiting period to start income. A 10-year waiting period to start income. It's got some great features in between. Folks, 5 benefits with the Silac Vega. Increasing lifetime withdrawals. Again, that inflation fighter. You have level lifetime withdrawals if you want them. If your client just says, look, I don't trust the increasing lifetime withdrawals, I just want to know exactly what my income will be, you have the option for level lifetime withdrawals. You have the wellness withdrawals that double your income if you can't complete 2 out of 6 ADLs, a great LTC type benefit. You have accelerated withdrawals. This is the first of its kind. I think it'll be easier explaining that when we do a illustration here in just a moment. And then you have an enhanced death benefit feature as well. Your beneficiary can take the death benefit from the income base that's growing at 300% over a 5-year period. Such a cool feature for if you're trying to do a wealth transfer style case. Best part to me, they don't even mention this, but there's no fees on this product. Normally you have a fee with these type of income products of 1%, 1.5%. No fees on this Silac product. Very strong. I'm just showing you some of the state approvals. I know obviously here at Levinson they have a huge reach, but they are looking to expand this thing. It is in Florida right now. I believe most of you will be from Florida on this call, but you can see where they are and are not available. Ashley and Josh will absolutely have this information available for you. Let's talk real quick about the increasing withdrawals. This was so neat. I'm going to try and pull up my little spotlight here. In this example, I just have a 60-year-old dropping in $100,000 right here. You can see by that little red dot. We're doing the Vega 14, not the bonus product. And after 10 years, I'm turning on income. And you can see the income there at just a pretty respectable conservative rate here of 5.88%. Again, folks, not showing the world here, not showing 10, 15%, 5.88%. That's on track with the S&P 500 over the past 30 years. Turning on income after 10 years, you can see that starting income, $22,040 in that first year. And look how it grows. Look how that income is growing. By the time the client's 80, it's gone from $22,000 to $66,000 bucks. It's incredible. If your client has to take a wellness withdrawal, it doubles that income. Look at that. You can see that doubled income right there for your clients. It's an absolutely impressive feature there. Now, it does stop at 75. That's why you're not seeing a double right there. But for your clients, they can take it and double that income if they can't complete 2 out of 6 ADLs. But look at how that income is increasing. That is an inflation fighter if I've ever seen one. Let's go down and get into more detail about this. This is what the illustration looks like. Again, this thing just came out today. You have your increasing income column, a level lifetime income column, and an accelerated income column. I love that they just show this. Now, this illustration was created for increasing income. So just keep that in mind. It was created for increasing income. You can see the interest credit rate there, 0 right away, but this is what the credit rate is doing. And then you apply the 300% benefit multiplier, and that's what it's doing. That 10.44% went to 31.31%. You can see how fast that benefit value is growing at an astonishing rate there. And then you can see the lifetime withdrawal. We turn it on year 11 is when we turn it on in this illustration example at $25,160, and just look at it continue to grow for your client. It's an absolute amazing way to fight inflation for your clients down the road. It does have a 10-year waiting period. You cannot start income in that first 10 years, but look at that absolute outstanding growth at just 5.88% illustrated rate. Really outstanding. Let's say your client doesn't like that. Your client wants to know exactly the number that they're going to get. Well, if they were to turn on level lifetime income, year 11, boom, $24,489. You can see that continues for the rest of their life, right? Here's a unique first-to-market feature with this product, though. The Allowance product doesn't have this. The Athene product doesn't have this. No other competitor has this. They have an accelerated option. I've talked to clients before. They said, Chris, look, I really appreciate this lifetime income product, but I don't know if I need a lifetime income. What if I decide down the road I only want the income for 10 or 15 years? Well, that's what this product can do. It creates a level income for you, depending on when you turn it on, for 10 to 15 years. In this example, 10. You can see instead of $24,489 for life, it makes it almost $49,000 for a period of 10 years. It's something your client may want to do. It's built in at no cost. I don't know why you wouldn't take the level lifetime income, but if your client just says, listen, I want to take this accelerated, I don't know if I'll be here after 10 or 15 years, that's what I want to do, you have this outstanding accelerated benefit available. But folks, to me, the real story, the real meat and potatoes behind this thing is this increasing lifetime income. And who wouldn't want to do that at a 300% benefit multiplier? I'm going to throw out there, I can't see the question pane, but if you notice, it goes down to 200% once you've turned on the income. So as long as you let it ride out and you haven't taken an income, it's going to grow at 300%. And then it kicks down to 200% once income is started. Just a nice note for you there. I'm going to make one other note for you too. I always think I'm not going to get that detailed, but I love the details, so here I go. If you were to take the Vega Bonus 14 product, the one with the 25% bonus, it would have a 200% benefit multiplier to start. So in reality, the 25% bonus sounds great, But the Vega 14 with the 300% multiplier is going to create a better income for your clients. It just will. And personally, this is an opinion. The companies won't tell you this. That's why I'm a third party on here with Levinson. Personally, I'd rather take the product with the 300% multiplier when I can't start income in the first 10 years anyways. Why even get the big bonus up front when you can't turn on the big bonus anyway? So that's just my opinion. There are some reasons why you might want to, but if you're buying this for the reason that it's created, I think go with the Vega 14, no bonus, 300% multiplier. Folks, just some outstanding features there. And I love that it shows you exactly what the crediting rate's doing, the tripler, and then what the benefit rate is. And this is just showing that lifetime income going for the rest of your life. Folks, once that client's 90, they could be taking $198,490 per year out of this thing. It's pretty impressive. This is just an example of the growth of the product. And really the main reason I show this, folks, is just to show you that tripler feature. You have your interest credited rate. The benefit value is getting that rate, about triple of what that interest credit rate is showing. So folks, again, that is the new Vega product. That is a very quick version. That webinar I did this morning was over an hour. That's my very quick version of it, almost the cliff notes, if you will. Now, Psylac, this is a little older piece, number 4 overall FIA carrier. They made us aware that they are the 3rd biggest FIA carrier this year. Again, $2 billion to the Denali, $1 billion over to the Teton product. It's very, very impressive. Folks, I just want to jump around. Now, Psylac is a B+ rated carrier. Okay, they are a B+ rated carrier, but they just have such unique products, unique things going on. Let's say you're looking for a nice A+ rated carrier option. I wanted to show this North American Versa Choice product because it's very cool. It's an A+ rated company. 10% free withdrawals are available immediately on this product. Here's what I like about it too. That last product we showed you has no fees. And a lot of you sell annuities to get away from fees. Maybe some of you on this call manage money, have assets under management, right? And you use annuities as a way to talk about a product with no fees to protect that principle. And that's a great, great conversation to have. I'm showing this product because with North American, they have an index called the Fidelity Multi-Factor. And it shows some outstanding returns as you're seeing on your screen right now. But that Fidelity Multi-Factor has an option to do a 1.5% fee to increase the participation rate. And look at the returns that you're seeing here. 10.6, 11.92, 7.28 in its lowest 10-year period. That's with a 1.5% fee. Main reason I'm showing this product is because fees don't always have to be a bad thing with annuities. I know we think of fees as bad, and normally that's a great argument to have, but I think a fee can be a good thing, especially when it's increasing the capability of your product. This is just an accumulation product. It's not an income product. It's just built for your client to park money, protect it from market downturns, and still grow along with the market as well. What I like about the 1.5% fee, remember with annuities, 0 is your hero. The worst your client can do is 0. If the market goes down 10 points for that year, the worst they can do is not make anything. They just do nothing. It just doesn't grow, right? But in this case, the worst they can do is negative 1.5%. The market drops 38% like it did in 2008. The worst your client's going to do is a negative 1.5% here, right? So it changes that conversation a little bit. I wanted to just show this product because those are some of the returns that you're seeing these things get with just a 1.5% fee. And look at that huge potential upside in a product with that type of downside protection, and the worst your client can do is 1.5%. That's all I'm really saying about this one. I just wanted to point that out because I get the conversation too often that fees are such a bad thing. Now, this product with North American does have some really cool features in the ELB rider too, enhanced penalty-free withdrawals, return of premium. If some of you are looking for an annuity with return of premium, this is a great option. And then it's got these ADL features as well that can be like an LTC replacement. Now, if you're absolutely against fees, this is a similar product there, the Equitrust Market Value product. It's got some outstanding returns too with no fees. I just like to show you folks some great index options that are available out there that are going to illustrate well and be a great conversation point for your clients. Look at this one. Most recent 10-year period, 7.88% with this Barclays index. With Equitrust, absolutely no fees to this one. Okay, so if you're talking with Levinson, if you're talking with Ashley or Josh, you need an accumulation product. They're going to have the tools to find the best possible one for you. I just wanted to make a case for fees versus no fees here with some of these accumulation products. Folks, let's wrap it up here. I have a sales idea that I just want to end things off with. And I hope, if you have any product questions, do ask the folks there at Levinson. They can help you out with anything. I want to wrap up here with the sales idea. I talked about this one last time. I'm not going to lie. It's holiday week. Am I being lazy here? I don't think I am. This has just been such a big sales idea that I want to make sure we get it in front of everybody one more time. Okay. I want you folks to know your MVA. Know your MVA. That might be some language in an illustration or a presentation that you've ignored in the past. I would encourage you not to. Your MVA is a market value adjustment. I'm going to do the bad professor thing again and just read off the slide. An MVA is an amount by which a full or partial withdrawal is adjusted, resulting in a positive or negative impact on the withdrawal. Here's another important line. Depending on the direction interest rates move, the market value adjustment may increase or decrease the benefits payable under the contract. Okay? I talk to a lot of agents who say to me, Chris, I'll sell some annuities, but I don't want an MVA. I want to know exactly what my client will get out of the product if they want to surrender it. And that's fair. But there are times where this MVA can be absolutely outstanding, and that time has been right now. Let's talk about that. If interest rates are higher at the time of withdrawal, then a negative MVA will apply. If interest rates are lower at the time of withdrawal, then a positive MVA will apply. What does that mean? Folks, are interest rates lower today than they were 10 years ago? Absolutely, right? Interest rates are at all-time lows right now. All-time lows. So that means your clients are going to have a positive MVA. So if the annuity that they're in should have a surrender value of $100,000, according to the surrender value chart, it might actually be a surrender value of $120,000 because of a positive MVA. All right, I'm going to give an example of that here in just a minute. But the bottom line is if you have a client with a current annuity still in surrender, you may be able to move it due to a positive MVA. Okay? If you go into an appointment as an agent, if you do a Zoom call with somebody and they say, oh, I already have an annuity, don't just say, oh, darn it, and walk out of there. Ask them about their annuity. How long have they had it? What year of surrender is it in? When is it going to get out of surrender? Oh, it has a 10% surrender charge. Well, what if I told you we could still move that for you into a better product? Normally, you wouldn't be able to. These days, you absolutely can because of that positive MVA. Let me give you a real case example here. A client has a 14-year annuity. They're only 6 years into the contract. Okay. Now, normally you hear something like that, and you're thinking, all right, there's no way I can move this. You look at the policy for that client. It's got a 13% surrender charge. Bummer. Where can you move that to? Nobody's got a bonus that big. You can't possibly move that annuity and pass suitability, right? Well, then you make a quick phone call. You sit there with the client. You make a phone call to the company that they have this annuity with. And they tell you, well, yes, it's got a 13% surrender charge, but because of the positive MVA, it's actually just a 4% surrender charge. And guess what, folks? Now you can move that annuity that your client is unhappy with. Knowing your MVA is an underutilized way to make more sales. That is a real life example with $400,000. There's a $400,000 case for that agent. There are even better examples than that. I like this one because of the 13% surrender charge, but we have instances where somebody had an annuity with a 6% surrender charge. And if they moved it before the end of the surrender period, they would actually have more money in the annuity. You're seeing these things happen. You might have a person that's like, look, I put 100,000 into it. It's grown to 130,000. If I move it, I'm going to have a 7% surrender charge. Let me make a phone call. Oh, wait. There is no surrender charge. Positive MVA, I actually have 140,000 if I move it today. These are real life things that are happening. And it takes a quick phone call. Sometimes you can even check on the website and see what their positive MVA is. Folks, it's a great way to get your clients out of an annuity they're unhappy with or into a better product. Now, Bill, Josh, and Ashley, they have all the information about these MVAs. This has been an outstanding tool, and what I find is that you have bigger sales happening. More opportunities for you, happier clients, larger sales, just by knowing that market value adjustment. So nice I had to tell it twice. That's been a really great sales strategy. And Bill, that is all for me. I hope you have some questions for me or some things you want me to follow up with, but that's been such an amazing sales strategy. I think a lot of your folks can definitely benefit from it.
Yeah, no. That was spot on, Chris. I appreciate it as always. And what we're doing, just because we're trying to wrap up in about 7 minutes, so all questions will be answered as soon as we hang up, and then we'll loop back Chris in for like a conference or a three-way or with Andrew if there's any questions that need to be answered that we can't handle here. So, Chris, thank you again. Happy holidays. What we're going to do now is shift gears real fast. So Ashley is here with us, and we're going to talk about, so we have 27 core carriers. And what I wanted to do quickly is Ashley's going to jump into all incentives, right, wrapping up the year and then starting off the new year. And on top of that, all of the hottest products from these 27 companies. So Ashley, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm here. Thanks, Bill. So I just wanted to go over some of our incentives that we have going on right now for our agents. So on the left side, that is our current incentive for December and January. So it's a great way to end the year with an amazing bonus. If you write a 7, 10, or 14-year annuities, at least totaling $500,000, then you can earn at least a $500 bonus and up to a $1,000 bonus. So if you write annuity business, please make sure you register for this incentive in time so you can qualify for it. And then in the middle, that is our annuity marketing allowance program. Please keep in mind that we have this all year long for agents along with other incentives too. So with our MAP incentive, for instance, if you don't qualify for the $500,000 holiday bonus, you still have the opportunity to qualify for the silver or gold levels with this marketing allowance program. So we do try to keep different options for our agents, and just note that we always have bonuses going on for our annuity agents. And then on the right side, that is for our expo. So lastly, if you want the opportunity to earn some nuggets for our expo in April, you have 3 tiers that you can qualify for in order to earn either a free hotel room, round-trip flight, or both. So please make sure you register for our Levinson Expo, as we would love to meet you in person, and it's just a great time. So, and then next, the next slide is our hot products, which we do update this every month. It is available on our site. We also send it out with our annuity emails as well. And we just put our top products on there. So we have some MIGAs as well as traditional annuities, fixed indexed annuities. So on this, you can get an idea of our top products for the month. And then if you want any additional details about any of that, you can reach out to myself or Josh, and we can help you with anything that you need. All right, and then next I'm going to get it over to Andrew.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ashley. Spot on as usual. Okay, so I'm going to move pretty quick here. We have a few slides left, and then we'll have our question of the day. And it looks like we're going to be pretty close to ending on time for a change, because I know everybody wants to get back to their thing and getting all the stuff lined up for the holiday weekend. So real fast. Now, you have these great ideas, right? Life, annuity, how are you going to open doors? And you need to put the pieces together, right, with a marketing strategy, a marketing plan. So I'm just going to run through some of the platforms that we have available for you. Most of this is no charge. If there is a fee, it's a co-op discounted price, riding the coattails of our 20,000 agents across the country. Here's one example. So we have a turnkey WordPress website that looks very, very professional. Normally, this is at least $3,000 to $5,000. So we can set this up for you. We have a third party that handles everything. They set up the initial interview with you, and then they handle all of your social media marketing a few times a week on all platforms. And it's basically just about keeping the word and your brand out there to the masses. So the entire package is $115 a month, no setup fee. So if you want to get set up with that, no problem. We also have a free version as well, and we can get you set up with that side. It's just really the name of the game is making sure your site or your storefront is up and running and it looks professional, right? It has to be up to date, and the purpose is you're driving traffic back to your front door, like a McDonald's. I always use that McDonald's on University Drive, and you want to make sure everybody that walks in is impressed and the bathrooms are clean and the menu is clear and people understand it and your customer service is great. It's the same thing with your website and your social media, right? Because that reflects your brand and your strategy behind it. So anyway, let's move forward here. So the same exact thing with the Agency Automator annuity version. We developed this just for the annuity side. Okay, so you can also have your turnkey website. Now with this package, it's free. There's a $9.95 a month hosting fee, but the website is free. And then you can also use all of our templates, co-branded material, and we have a database of prospects, millions and millions of prospects all over the country, including name, email, phone number, address. The purpose is you put together this marketing campaign and you blast it out to everybody, and then have maybe a virtual assistant follow up and call every single person in your database that you just created for this new annuity marketing campaign, whatever the case is. So really, really neat stuff. Let's move forward. If you are the type and you say, Bill, I don't want to speak to prospects, I just want someone that's a hot lead, they're ready to talk annuities. So no problem. Okay, we have an annuity mailer that literally was developed just to make the phone ring when it comes to an annuity sale. So these are $45. We have mortgage protection. We also have final expense if you're working senior market. Basically, let's see, we have 7 programs now, all available at co-op discounted pricing, and 2 of them have to do with the annuity side. So take advantage of that as well. By the way, I'm going to include all of this in today's thank you email, so everything will be at your fingertips, and you can check it out this week and weekend or tonight, whatever convenient. Let's move forward here, just about done. So we have some training podcast webinars that I think you need to check out. Number 1, on the left, this was an interview I did with Chris, our annuity consultant, for 1 hour, and we talk all about annuity strategies. I think that you will learn a lot. If you're a veteran or you're a rookie, no problem. Check that out when you can on the right side. This was our last podcast. We just launched last week. Neandre, one of my favorites. He's from LSW, and he also has a side gig. In fact, I was watching TV Saturday morning, and boom, I see him on Channel 10 News. They had a big, like a flash mob thing in Miami with him and his group. It was really, really cool stuff. He's got a great, inspiring story that everybody will love, I promise you. Check out number 36. That was one of my faves. Next up is our agent training events, which is what you're on right now. This was the last live training of the year. So I hope you enjoyed. Note down January 6th, we are doing a kickoff webinar with the latest new Life Digital e-app. It's a complete turnkey system with one of our top carriers. We have our VP on as our guest speaker. That's going to be the first kickoff life training webinar of the year. So make sure you jot that down. And then Agency Automator, if you want to get more comfortable with any of the programs we offer, every day of the week we host these trainings live with Kevin, our programmer, and it's an open forum. So a little different than this, where you can just jump in and ask questions and you get to hear other agents' questions, okay? And the point is to get you and your assistant comfortable with all of the technology that you can utilize to get the word out that Bill Levinson's the hotshot life and annuity agent in South Florida, right? That's the name of the game for you in whatever part of the country you're in. You've got to get the word out. And with all of this technology and social media and website presence, there's never been a better time, okay? And you know that. You just have to put your right foot forward and make it happen. That's it. That's the name of the game. Our last slide and question of the day, my favorite part. This was Toys for Tots. We were a sponsor. In fact, we're a sponsor every year. This was 2021. And I also just want to add, being our last training of the year, we would never be able to sponsor these things without you all, without our agents, right? The relationships are number one and most important to us. You know, we look at this as a win-win-win. So obviously it starts with your client, you the agent, us the IMO, and then the carrier. And we so appreciate your commitment to Levinson and this industry and helping these families. So my hat goes off to each and every one of you because you made this possible for us, right? Toys for Tots, American Cancer Society, all of the donations throughout the year, it's because of you. So we're going to end with this. And then my question, okay, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition as they already know what your goals and aspirations are. Follow your heart 24/7, business and personal, as we know. That's a big one. Okay, now make sure your little fingers are on your keyboard and you're ready to answer my question because whoever's first wins. Again, your choice, Apple, iWatch, or the new AirBud Pros. Just got the new version in, plus I'm throwing in a HD Fire 8, just as the icing on the cake in my way, again, of saying thank you for your commitment in 2021, and I hope 2022 is even bigger and better than this year. Okay, question is, I said it 2 times in the middle of the presentation, how many annuity carriers does Levinson offer to our agents? Tell me the number. This is an easy one. How many annuity carriers does Levinson and Associates represent for the Levinson agents out there? How many annuity carriers? Andrew, do we have a winner?
Yes, we do. We have JH from Colorado. Looks like he got it first.
JH, congratulations. 27 is the number. And again, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, make this the best holiday ever, and let's all come out swinging for 2022. Thanks again, everyone, and make sure you have a great Happy New Year. We'll see you in January. Thanks again, everyone.